Folks, that is 11 o'clock. That is the start of our scheduled webinar. My goal, as you can see with my timer here, is to do this in 30 minutes or less. Getting your website ready for Giving Tuesday. I'm Dylan Steven. I'm the CEO of 118 Group. We're a small team that specializes in nonprofit web work. And the reason we're doing this is because we often find ourselves approaching Giving Tuesday faster than we'd expect, and we have clients who we think sometimes don't take advantage of the opportunity to leverage their website for increased giving. And so we wanted to get out early, a few weeks in advance, talk about how we can set up websites for success so that those conversations can start happening within the organizations that we work with and just the public at large. So 30 minutes or less, I'm going to start it. Let's do it. So getting your website ready for Giving Tuesday, that's kind of the focus of this presentation. We're going to cover what is Giving Tuesday. You probably already know what it is, but we're going to cover it quickly because we have some kind of unique views on it. Website strategies. What are some things you can do to your website to help maximize the potential for giving? And then resources. Where else can you access stuff to implement some of this or to kind of maximize your opportunities here? So what is Giving Tuesday? It was launched in 2012 by an organization, 92nd Street Y. It occurs on the first Tuesday following Thanksgiving. So you've got like Thanksgiving, you got Cyber Monday, you got Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then Giving Tuesday. And the goal of Giving Tuesday is basically trying to shift the focus of that week, that holiday season, from what can I buy for myself to what can I give to the community, which I think is a really noble and awesome cause. And this is a really important framework for understanding why Giving Tuesday works and why it's so powerful and why you should be leveraging it. So this is called the Mech Labs conversion sequence. And you have the C on the left, that equals conversions. And then on the right, you have incentive, friction, and anxiety, which are things that negatively impact your conversions. And then on the left, you have motivation and value. And that positively impacts your conversion rate. And again, when we say conversions, we mean donations, volunteer, newsletter sign up, event registration, all the things you built the website for, all the things that drive your organization are C, right? So it's super important, the conversion sequence. And this is a framework, this is a model that helps us understand what are the factors that influence how your website does at converting visitors, right? And so again, you have those negative variables on the right, anxiety, incentive, friction, and then you have those positive values on the left, value and motivation. Today, we're specifically going in to talk about motivation, right? So motivation is what kind of energy are people bringing with them when they visit the website, whether or not they're going to convert, right? That has the greatest factor out of all this, 4M. So, and very often we can't control our visitors' motivation, right? Stuff going on in their life, a cause that they have been exposed to recently. They have all sorts of reasons that maybe they're deciding that today they really want to give. And that increases their motivation when they arrive on the site. For example, they might not care about a local food bank in some small town somewhere, 99% of the time. And then there's a natural disaster or some sort of crisis, and all of a sudden their motivation is heightened by the context in the community, the context in the world. So the reason this is important is that we very often do not have control over motivation, but for Giving Tuesday, motivation is amplified, right? Everyone's in that mindset. They're in the holiday spirit. And if they know about Giving Tuesday, that this is an important time to give. So Giving Tuesday, that motivation variable is increased, which means you have a really good opportunity for increasing your conversions, right? And we'll also talk about value in a little bit. But so let's talk about website strategies, right? So what can we do with the website to help, drive conversions, to drive impact, right? So this is an example that we did, the 118 group put together for one of our clients, helping our women, which operates on Cape Cod. Basically, we took files that are provided by the organization Giving Tuesday and our clients' logo files, kind of put them together, created some kind of alignment in their brands, so that when someone is coming, they understand it's Giving Tuesday, or they have that motivation factor and they land, it's a reminder. It's kind of a signal. It's a signal that this is where you are. This is what's happening. You're in the right place. Now it's time to give. And if they're not aware of what Giving Tuesday is, if they're not aware of the context around this, they're reminded of it, or they can be educated on it, right? So having that updated logo helps them kind of, okay, why is this different? What is this Giving Tuesday thing? Today's Tuesday. It can be a signal to help them kind of dive deeper and understand what's going on. So we highly recommend kind of merging your brands just for the day or maybe for the week, to kind of showcase that you are participating in this, tell visitors that they're in the right place, and that there's an opportunity to give here. Create a landing page. So we definitely think all of our nonprofit clients, and just nonprofits in general, should have a dedicated landing page for Giving Tuesday, right? Where you can add it to the menu navigation, you can link to it throughout the homepage, and you can talk a little bit about what you're doing with these funds, what are the impacted donations. You can use that new brand, that merged brand, throughout the landing page. And you can use other widgets like fundraising, goals, metrics, and we'll talk about some of that here, but you'll need a page to store all this. You'll need a page to craft this Giving Tuesday experience. So this is a really good idea to have figured out early. Highlight impact stories. This would be kind of on the Giving Tuesday landing page. You can show some stories of, again, you have people with increased motivation. They're coming to the website. They're already in this kind of good mood. They see that you're doing Giving Tuesday through your brand architecture, and then they go to the landing page for Giving Tuesday and they see stories of success stories. So real impact, social proof. Here's what we do with the funds. Here's some real stories from the community of what we've done. So this is just a really good way to reinforce your impact and kind of convey your impact to visitors who are already have kind of a heightened motivation as they land on the site. This is really good, and something we highly recommend pursuing, which also we kind of used that angle for helping our women, right? Where they found a foundation or a private or an individual who was interested in matching donations for Giving Tuesday, right? So, you double your impact. And the reason this is important, going back to here, is that value is the other side of that positive variable in the conversion equation, right? So before, where they donated $1, you got $1, so the value is 1-to-1. Now when they donate $1, you get $2. So the value has been doubled. So now their motivation is up. The value of their donation is doubling. And so now that left side of the equation is looking pretty good, right? And we're not going to talk about the right side today, but whatever you can do to kind of increase to handle those two variables is also super important. So by doing a matching campaign, you increase the value of the donation and therefore improve your odds at conversion, which is why we mentioned people are more likely to donate. Very simple, right? So peer-to-peer fundraising and crowdfunding, you can help to kind of empower your supporters to become ambassadors, right? So Giving Tuesday is a good time to be like, hey, we're doing a Giving Tuesday campaign. Why don't you kind of spin up your own, peer-to-peer fundraising or crowdfunding page, so that you can raise money for us on Giving Tuesday, right? Like put that out to your audience. The challenge here is you need tools that will do that. You need some technology that's going to allow for that kind of peer-to-peer fundraising. We recommend Fundraise Up. That's a tool that makes it really easy for individuals to spin up their own fundraising pages and share that with family members and friends. So this probably isn't the most accessible strategy for you, like to apply if you're dealing with kind of a more antiquated, donation online giving tool, but definitely something useful not only for Giving Tuesday also. And this one, setting fundraising goals and displaying progress. Again, this would be really good to have on a landing page for Giving Tuesday. Set a target, motivate people to give. People love to kind of work towards a goal. They love to get that visual, that gamification of moving from start to finish. And so allowing them to contribute to that in a visual way with a kind of a fundraising goal and a progress display helps motivate donors. Again, doing good things for the left side of that equation. So set funding goals and display progress. Do that on the landing page you built specifically for Giving Tuesday that has that those logos combined, and you're doing pretty well at this point. Productized donations. This is a tactic. This is something we recommend all the time, but for Giving Tuesday, this might be an interesting time to roll this out and test this out a little bit. So what we mean by productized donation is turn donation levels into products, right? So instead of just like 75, 125, 250, or $1,000 donation, which is what, with those little radio buttons that you choose on your donation page, tie them to some sort of measurable impact. Do your best to do that, right? So what can you do with $75? What can you do with $100? What can you do with $1,000? That's information that might exist in your annual reports. You might need to dig a little bit. You might need to kind of get creative with how you bring that together. But people love to see this. People, for example, they just did Cyber Monday. They just bought a product for $75. A new kitchen appliance, like a new mixer or a new smoothie blender, right? And that was a product. It had a cost and had an outcome, which was a new appliance. Use the e-commerce world and bring that into your donation experience, right? So these are products that you're offering people. They might not get something in the mail, they might not get a physical product in the mail, but they are able to tie their investment with an outcome, which is exactly what kind of a product is, right? It's a input outputs thing. So too often we see donation experiences that just put in whatever money you want, and we don't really tell you what you're going to get for it. We don't tell you really what that price does for us and what we do with that money. And that would never work in the e-commerce side of things, right? You'd never be able to just spin up a website for t-shirts and just say, pay us whatever, and you'll get whatever. Everything is tied to an input and an outcome. Do that for your donations. Do that specifically for Giving Tuesday. Productize your donations. Offer different levels, again, on that landing page. And now people are landing. They're seeing it's Giving Tuesday. You might be matching funds, and they see you have these distinct product levels, which they can understand what the impact of their involvement would be. Very powerful. Homepage countdown. This is something you want to get going in advance, right? So having kind of this right on your homepage, counting down the days, creating kind of a sense of anticipation, gets you visibility before Giving Tuesday for people who are coming to your website. And then you should be linking to your landing page, right? So it's not a bad thing if people give in advance for Giving Tuesday, or with that spirit in mind. That is good news. So you want to get that visibility early. So that's kind of the website strategies component. So we'll review here. We talked about branding the campaign. We talked about creating a landing page. So those two things should happen first. Adding impact stories to that landing page, maybe getting a matching gift set up on that landing page, maybe setting up an opportunity for peer-to-peer fundraising, definitely adding some sort of goal or target as part of Giving Tuesday. Productizing your donations and including those products on the landing page as well. And then adding a homepage counter to your homepage, or a countdown widget to your homepage that links to your Giving Tuesday landing page. This is all great stuff. Okay, what other resources? We are at the 15-minute mark. This is perfect. What other resources where else can you access resources for this? So there is a workbook if you go to givingtuesday.org, you can get a workbook, which is kind of it goes outside of necessarily just the website, right? So our purview is the website. That's kind of our expertise. this workbook will get you some information, some ideas on how to kind of go through the entire planning experience, right? So definitely this is by the Giving Tuesday folk. They know what they're doing. And like they said, approach it like an event. An event has a landing page. Event has event has specific branding. Do the same stuff, right? So access to workbook. They've also got a toolkit. So this toolkit can help you with email content, press releases, social media messages, and then also logo files. So if you're looking to kind of craft your logo to kind of blend the two, you can find all of this through their toolkit, and along with the kind of the sample social media messages. If this doesn't work, try ChatGPT. Just prompt it. Hey, imagine you're a nonprofit that does X, Y, Z. And Giving Tuesday is coming up. Can you help us write a couple of posts that can help promote our landing page and kind of encourage users to give? There's plenty of resources out there. The toolkit at givingtuesday.org is a really good one. Logos, graphics, content, everything you might need, plus email templates. And that is, that's for board members as well if you're trying to get buy-in or supporters. So this is really cool, a Pexels album. So if you just go to pexels.com or just search Pexels stock photography, they basically do copyright-free images, and they actually have a copyright-free image set up specifically for Giving Tuesday. It's an album. So if you go to Pexels, again, I'm not sure what the exact URL is, but if you go to Pexels, you search Giving Tuesday, you're going to see they have an album, and it's curated with copyright-free images that you can leverage for your landing page, your social media, your email templates, or your email newsletters, everything. So check out Pexels if possible. Canva template. This is also super useful, right? So you've got the logo files from givingtuesday.org. You're getting images from Pexels, copyright-free images from Pexels, and then you're going to a Canva template where you're getting access to also free images, right? So you have Giving Tuesday, you have access to all these different graphic design templates that you can use for social media, whether it's LinkedIn posts, Instagram, Facebook, and you can customize some of these things, but they're templates in Canva. You're probably already using Canva. If not, you might want to look at it. It's a really useful tool, and you can curate, you can kind of customize these templates for posts. So Canva templates, super useful. And then a plug for 118 Group, just saying we do this a lot, like this, last year we did for a lot of our clients, we set up these pretty comprehensive Giving Tuesday website landing pages that included custom donation forms, custom branding, social media posts. Also through Canva, we help do some of that. So if you're looking for some help with that, just feel free to reach out to us, 118group.com. Even if it's just questions, we'll answer your questions about any potential Giving Tuesday campaign ideas. So to review on the resources side, givingtuesday.org is the place to be. Workbooks work you through like everything you need to know to plan for this. Toolkits, they get you the content, the email templates, and some of the logo files and graphics that you might need. Pexels album gets you photos for social media. And this isn't just for Giving Tuesday. You could use this whenever. And then Canva templates to help kind of bring it all together with social media posts, like, bringing everything together to kind of push that out to your audience. And then if you need help with any of this, 118 Group, we kind of offer some solutions for the Giving Tuesday setup as needed. So I will stick around for questions. I know that was fast. That's kind of seems to be the most effective way to engage with the audiences these days. So we kind of go for kind of the crash course model. If you have questions, you can chat them to me now. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this was useful. And like I said, any questions, you can reach out to me directly at Dylan, DYLAN, at 118 Group, which is just 118group.com. So thank you very much.